Hey guys, so today's been the Mobile World Congress where we've had a whole host of new phones being announced and officially unveiled. So I wanted to do a overview of the most interesting phones which have been unveiled today. Some people have been requesting that I do an overview of the LG G6, the Huawei P10. We're getting new Sony Xperias as well, Xperia XZ Premium. We're getting the old classic Nokia 3310, getting some new Moto G5s as well, which look very nice, and a new tablet as well. You know, it's rare to see a tablet, and we're getting the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3. So we can just start off with the LG G6, which was announced earlier in the day, and it pretty much is exactly as most people were expecting. We're getting a nice full kind of metal build, and I have seen some YouTube videos of it already, some people having hands-on. And the screen does look pretty epic in terms of, how it's making use of the space. A lot better than the G5 or the V20. In terms of the specs, I'd say that they're decent, but not necessarily, pushing the boundaries or anything. It's quite similar to before, actually. 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs or 64 gigs with the same 2K display. Snapdragon 821, obviously not the latest chipset, which may be a deal breaker to some people, but nevertheless, things that I do like about the device is that they have made the wide aperture camera as good as the main camera, because if you use the wide aperture camera on the G5, the quality was pretty bad, so that is a good improvement. And we also have full waterproofing now, and dust proofing. So basically, it looks like a well-rounded flagship here for LG. I hope it does well for them. They definitely do deserve some success this year. Next up, we do have the P10. This has been announced today, and I've been a big fan of the P9, the Honor 8, so I was looking forward to what Huawei had to offer here. And with the P10, we are getting a very nice evolution of the P9. We're getting the Mate 9 specifications, pretty much Kirin 960, 4 gigs of RAM, and your micro SD expandability, Type C, and I don't think it supports waterproofing, which I would have liked to have seen, for a flagship phone. But nevertheless, they're coming with the Leica optics again. It looks a little bit more like an iPhone this time, which might be again quite polarizing. I think they've actually moved the fingerprint scanner as well to the front. And I did actually like it on the back. I felt it was quite natural, in terms of the way it rests on your fingers. But I'm guessing some people will enjoy the move. The phone colours look pretty groovy. I've never seen a green phone before. Definitely trying to differentiate there. So again, another solid Android flagship. Not necessarily pushing the boundary again, but hopefully it will, sell quite well for Huawei. We do have some Xperias which are due to be announced tomorrow, so we don't have that much information, but they look pretty delicious. Nevertheless, you can see we have this Xperia XZ Premium, which looks, pretty awesome. And Xperia XA2, Xperia XA2 Ultra. So this blank bright one sounds pretty epic. I don't think it's got the most flagship specs, but it looks quite nice nevertheless. And quite a few Sony handsets to be announced. I think I'm most interested in the XZ Premium. Hopefully it will come with a flagship processor, at least Snapdragon 821. I don't think it'll be Snapdragon 835 because Samsung is hoarding that chip, obviously. Next, we do have 3310 come back. Wow, the old classic. And doesn't it look pretty cute? I've seen some comments, some people saying it looks ugly, but I actually think it looks quite dainty. A little bit plasticky. Probably would have liked to see a bit more premium, but nevertheless, it's nice to see it come back, and you do get Snake as well on the device. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Nokia phone if it didn't come with Snake, and you're getting a removable battery, 1200 mAh with up to 31 days standby time. So you're going to get certainly a battery beast here with this one. Is it running Android? That is a good question. Let's just have a look. Where is the operating system? It doesn't look like it is Android, but then again it could be like a scaled down version. It looks like it's got some nice stuff here, such as a camera, etc. And it's not very expensive. I think it's going to be released for about €50. So it's nice that it's coming back, but I am actually a little bit more interested in the other Nokia phones as well as the rumoured Nokia 8 flagship. So hopefully we'll get more information on that. Moto is coming out with some new Moto phones, Moto G5 here. These are like more mid-range entry-level phones, Snapdragon 430. So hopefully they'll be quite affordable and, not too big as well. I think they should go back down to the smaller kind of size. So it looks like it is a 5-inch phone for the Moto G5, so that's quite good. And, quite a nice premium design overall here. And finally, we do have the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3. This is a tablet which is coming with some note functionality. So you can see you get a stylus pen here, which is very nice. So you can see it's getting the latest kind of Grace UX as well. Super AMOLED display and a very nice premium build quality. Not the latest in terms of the chipset, Snapdragon 820, but you do get 4 gigs of RAM, so that should be very good for multitasking, and a 6000 mAh battery. You can also clip on a keyboard here, as you can see, for workplace functionality, and that is quite good for a tablet, because I think tablets generally have fallen out of favour for most people. Most people do want like a phablet phone. So this one could kickstart interest again in tablets, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be forgotten and people will be waiting for the Note 8. But it's nice that Samsung's trying nevertheless. Certainly an interesting day then when it comes to Mobile World Congress, and I think the LG G6, for example, is due out worldwide in April. It would be nice if they announced these things and it was due out next week, because a lot of people are going to forget about it, and just buy the S8 when that's due. But nevertheless, if you're not into Samsung, it does look like a very nice phone along with the P10. There's obviously more to be released tomorrow, so I might make an update video if anything interesting is released. Hope you enjoyed this overview here of the first day of MWC, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.